Hi, everybody. It's 2 o'clock on a Wednesday, and today I'm going to be doing some smooshing and I'm going to be doing some inking with this new and using the new Pink Fresh Secret Garden die. So stay with me and I will show you how to make it. All right, now you should have some sound. Sorry about that. I'm using watercolor paper. I did not use watercolor paper on this, but I thought I'd try it and use watercolor paper on this one. And the die itself is the same size as a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. All right. Okay. So I've got my acetate. I've got just a piece of acetate from some packaging of some sort. I'm going to use 3 inks. Let's see what ink I'm using. I am going to use some saltwater taffy. I'm using some different ones than I had before. So I'm just going to put some ink on my acetate here. And then I'm going to spritz it with water. So you can see how the water reacts to it. Oh, this is my acetate. And then I'm going to bring in this. And I'm going to flip this over. And I'm just going to smoosh it on. It's very light. Okay. So this reacts differently than the other paper that I used. I'm going to get some more on there. I want it to show up a bit. There we go. That's better. All right. Now I've got some squeezed lemonade on here. So we'll put some squeezed lemonade down. I'm just going to dry that. Well, maybe I don't need to dry it. And I'm going to put some water on that. and then add some yellow. You can, with this technique, you can place it where you want it. It's kind of fun. And you get very nice pattern. And now I've got some carved pumpkin. Just a brighter orange. And you can swirl that around on here if you want. And then I'm just going to flip it over. And if you want it really swooshy, you can really press down on it. And there we go. There's all my smoosh. I think I'm going to put some more of this. I put a little too much of that on. There we go. So it all blends together. It's going to add a little bit of water there. And I want some pink on there. There we go. I'm going to get all the corners done up. All right. So you can see the colors on there. Okay, and then I'm going to add some yellow here. There we go. All right. Let that go. So I'm just going to let that dry. Okay. So we'll just set it over there. All right. Now, just going to let that dry. I thought I had brought different inks, but that's okay. All right, the next one, I can get this back. I have glued on the white of the Secret Garden die. I glued it onto the front of my card. So I'm just going to lay that on here. And I am going to put some tape right across here. Oh, I know, I've got paper tape here. Because I don't want any ink on my paper. On the back of my card, I just want it on the front of my card. So I'm just going to put that on there like that. Okay. So now I'm taking my inks here. These are the colors I thought I brought. And I've got some ink on my brushes, and I'm just going to go over top, and I'm catching that. I'm catching the tops of my die. Okay. See that? And you could go over them. And then you create other colors as you do that. And it comes very pretty. And then you can take your color and just go around here just to get some color on the inside. And if you want, you can go around the outside of this. All right. Okay, I'm going to do my smooshing again. I'm going to use these and see if it works. Let's try that. Because I thought I brought and I'll finish that off in a minute. Let's go back to this smooshing business. See if I can do it with a brush. I don't know if it'll work. There's some blue. Yep. So I'm just taking my brush and putting it on to my acetate. And then I'm just bringing it over to my paper. Now, this is not watercolor paper. So now I've got my pink here. Get it in here. This will be a much softer way of doing it. And then I had some green here. Okay, and now I'm going to add some of the peach. You just want it soft. This actually works better on the non-watercolor paper. Much better. And I can add, I'm going to add a little bit more blue. So I'm just kind of smooshing it on here. There, that's much better. Lots of times I just grab my brushes and I don't even add any ink to them. I just don't even get my inks out because I load them up and there's lots in there. There we go. And we can add some more green. All right, so we've got that done. Okay, so now what we're going to do, this is a much lighter color. I'm going to cut this to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's exactly the size of a card. Okay, and we'll just dry that a bit. Oh, I hope everything's okay, Maureen. And then this is the other one. All right. This will flatten out. Can add some more color here. All right. So now I have my die, and I'm just going to lay that on top of there. Very subtle background, but it looks very pretty. And then I'm just going to glue it in place. If you had some of the adhesives that you can use with your die cut, you could certainly do that. And then that avoids having to spend time putting your glue on here. I don't have any of that at home, so I have to take the time to do this, but that's okay. I'm just gonna dot my glue on. So I didn't realize I'm off tomorrow as well, but I will do a video. Originally, I was going on holidays Friday morning, but that's changed to Saturday morning. But I have lots to get ready for kits and whatnot, so I'll be doing that. I'm working on a scrap of page for September right now. I've got to get all these things done before I go away. So I'll be busy working from home tomorrow. Linda and Paulette will be here. Okay. All right. That looks good. Now I'm just going to put a little border of glue all around the outside of this. There we go. And flip this over. Another thing you can do with this die is you can cut it. So say you wanted to make 2 cards, you could cut it in half diagonally and put it on your card that way. Makes a very pretty soft card. Isn't that beautiful? There we go. It looks lovely. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to attach that to my card front. All right. Missed a few there. There we go. All right. Take my adhesive. Put some extra in the middle there. And now you can use this in the orientation. You can use it as portrait or landscape, however you want. This one I'm going to use as portrait. This one I'm going to use as landscape. So this one says, it's your birthday. Again, I'm making birthday cards for Charity. There we go. Very pretty. Nice and soft. And then this one is going to be landscape, and I'm going to do birthday hugs. So now I have 4 more cards. And there we go. So that's smooshing with acetate. You get that nice decorative border or background. And then this is inking. I'm going to add some more blue here. And I think that looks really pretty too. You could add bling on these. You could do all sorts of things. I could add some ink around the outside of this just to add some color. See, once your brushes are loaded, there's lots of ink on them. And there we go, 2 cards. Smooshing and inking. And it's a beautiful die. So the die is called Secret Garden. It's lovely. Okay, so we have, don't forget to sign up for our cards for the class. Here, those right here. This class is coming up. So this is a shaker card. And we're using the Pink Fresh Foliage Shaker, it's called. And then this one, we're inking them. And we're adding some of the inside parts of the leaves. Nice little background. And this one we're swiping. Ink swiping, and I got a little bit of splatter in there. Okay, so those are 3 cards, $15, and the times are posted on Facebook. I really should start putting them on my website again, which maybe I will do. All right, and I think we had 25 people have signed up for the Christmas cards. So if you want to do the virtual, get your name in because it's filling up quite nicely. All right. Okay. So thanks for joining me. I hope you try this. I think they turned out really pretty. So this is a darker value of smooshing. And I did a heavier hand on that one as well. So I just wanted to show you how you can do it lighter or darker, depending on how much ink and water you put on it. Okay. All right. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.